Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Jed. Welcome to tonight's live stream sound bath. And we're just kind of getting set up now. So you can get comfortable, find a place to sit or lie down. And in about 5 or 10 minutes, we'll begin with the meditation. So just chill out, hang out, and I'll look forward to sharing with you in a few minutes.
Yeah. It's from the JCC.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do you live close to there?
In West Kendall.
Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to be here with the step,
Okay, thanks.
and you can sit on the sofa or the chair.
Oh, sure.
Whichever is
All right.
comfortable for you. We have a couple more people that are coming.
Oh, yeah. I know there's one person already here.
Okay. And I also do a stream on YouTube.
Oh,
So I have
really?
the camera like facing toward the bowls here. So
Ah.
everyone online can listen to.
So are people gonna see it live?
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll look at it later. I'll see
Right.
myself.
Right. Well, actually, unless you want to be in the view, like if you're over there, you won't be in the live view. If you wanted to be on the screen, you could sit in that chair. That chair, I think, gets into the camera feed.
I'll think about it.
Right. Yeah, for tonight, it's kind of new, so you might want to just sit there and relax and just kind of take it in.
Yeah.
So how did you first hear about it? You said a psychic.
Well, I just was looking for sound bowl classes after it was recommended to me by a psychic.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that you provide group sessions, I figured this would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a cheap way to get these classes in. It would be a nice start.
Out. Right.
Yeah, and you're not too far from where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Like during the day when there's traffic, it takes time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just relax now, get comfortable, and when the other people come, we'll actually get started with the
How many people normally here?
It varies. Sometimes it's just a couple, sometimes it's several.
Oh.
Yeah, it's unpredictable. That's kind of how life is sometimes. We don't really know what's going to appear.
Mm-hmm.
The car wouldn't come off.
Oh.
It was jammed, and I was like, what? Happened before.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Welcome. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Paola.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
It's my first time here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks. How long have you been coming here?
I think 5, 6 years now.
Oh, how do you find these sessions?
I met Jed at Five Sisters. He did a free
I've heard of them.
Class one time, and because I started going over there, and then I just learned about him and then I heard about his Saw him on the same bowl thing here, and then I asked questions, and then he made a Facebook, and then saw he did classes at home too.
Oh, that's neat.
And then but it was like 2019, 2020, something like that.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2019, I think.
yeah,
That
2019.
sounds right.
Then you went a while because of the pandemic without coming here.
For a little bit in the beginning,
For a
but then
while.
once,
And then,
and then like 21,
we
20,
started
and 21, 22, when he started
Yeah.
doing it again, you know, a couple.
Mhm.
So-
Water in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm like, something's leaking. I was like, I think your water heater just broke. That's because that happened to me.
Oh.
And I was dreaming, right? I was dreaming that I was like on the Titanic and the ship had sunk, and I'm trying to get, off the water and stuff like that. And I'm
Mhm.
splashing. I incorporated that splashing of all the water splashing all around my house.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, I woke up and I'm like, why am I still hearing the water? Like if
Uh-huh.
and I went out and I busted my butt. I mean, I flew across because
wow.
there was like this much water. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
one time about maybe 15, 20 years ago, there was a water hose that burst under the sink where they have the filter system.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened like in the middle of the night, like early in the morning or something. And in my dream, like a dog barked and woke me up or something. And I go out and I see there's water like everywhere.
Was there a dog outside that was actually barking?
No, there wasn't. It was like in my
In the
dream,
dream.
my spirit guide or something
Yeah.
was alerting
You
me,
need to
wake
wake
up,
up."
you gotta stop this.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I went from one thing to the other, and I was dreaming that I was swimming, and it was really telling me, you gotta wake. And I was like,
Mhm.
trying to get out, and it was freezing.
Oh.
And it wasn't. It was really the water. My own Titanic going down.
Mm.
Yeah, that was pleasant. That was great. That was expensive. Not so great on that part. Yeah. Oh, but it happens. Those are the things about owning a home.
Mhm. Right.
Things happen. And then the AC went out this year. I mean, last year. At the end, at the end of last year. That was crazy. $5,000. I'm like, why couldn't things break when everything was low cost?
Mhm.
No, the highest time.
It waits until everything's way up in value.
It's too much,
Mhm.
The cost of things right now, way
Right.
too much over cost. I'm sorry, we're living the life of these billionaires and millionaires as 1%. That's why everything's so expensive.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Right. It's
The cost that
redistributing
you
wealth.
pay for repairs, even that's up due to inflation. Oh
Everything.
wow!
Everything, parts,
Mhm.
everything.
Actually, I was speaking this week
I live
with
in
a
an
friend of mine.
apartment, so I
Like a
don't
month
know
ago,
about
they
that.
got a quote on their roof job, and then like a month later, when they're actually ready to start, the price goes up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it costs more for them to get materials.
Yeah, because I work in distribution, and it's just crazy how much money our company made. We didn't, but the
Mhm.
CEOs and everything, we made over 140 or 156% budget. It's
Mhm.
crazy. We did more than we did combined 2000, she said 2015 to 2020. All those years together, we made more than that. I'm like, and that's the thing. We sold pipe, we sold all electrical and datacom products, so for construction and all that.
Mhm.
And they were like, 1 week is the price of this, the next day PVC's up another 10%, another 10%. I'm like, man, you guys are like robbing people
Mhm.
completely.
Right, they're exploiting.
Because this is what happens. These companies, they get together, right? Just like the big construction companies, they get together. And then they all come to an agreement together. We're going to just rate the prices, and this is what we're going to charge. And since we're all going to be together in cahoots,
Right.
they're not
If
going to
you
have.
only
They're not going to have a choice.
If you only have a few manufacturers, they can do that.
And then well, the thing is, you have a lot of manufacturers, distribution. It has to go through distribution. And then the construction companies did the same thing, and that's how they get rid of all the little small guys.
Mhm.
The small guys can't afford to buy all the stuff at the high prices, and And then that's what's
It
happening.
consolidates, they take over.
Yeah, they have dinners every once a month and get together and see how, you take this guy, I take that. I mean, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wonder where our tax dollars is going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just on prices that should not be.
Right.
And then they pay us crap.
Mm-hmm. Right. They don't pass along the profits to the
No.
people at the
No,
bottom.
that's why I was so mad about this whole thing when they changed the tax law. Oh, it's because that way we're going to give all these corporations a tax break because that way they'll hire more people or they'll pass the give you raises and give you more money. What? They gave us crap. They gave us nothing. It's crazy. Where I'm at, I'm maxed out.
The world is kind of insane, right?
Yeah, it's not matching anymore. I'm gonna tell you what, because when I first started this company, I was in my 20s and I was able to buy a place for $80,000, right? And still make 27,000 back then. That's what we made, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could buy a place for 80 and be able to afford mortgage and be able to have a life.
Mm-hmm.
Prices of stuff was not expensive. You were able to go to a movie. I mean, you couldn't go out every day, but you were able to go to a movie every once in a while. Maybe have a dinner once, or a couple weekends.
Right. Your earnings versus the cost of
It
living.
was like this, right? Rent back then was for a 2-bedroom was 600 to 650. In Kendall.
Wow.
Now it's like 2,200.
Mm-hmm.
2,200 for a 2-bedroom.
In such a short time, it's gone way up.
And that's a little condo I'm talking about, like a 900 square feet. That's like, it's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, these people in California can come here and sell their houses over there and buy it. And to them, it's nothing, but to us, I mean, it's we can't
But
afford
there's
it.
a limit. Like you can only keep that going for a certain amount of time, and then no one else can afford it, and then
Yeah,
it comes crashing down.
I don't have insurance. I don't have insurance for the outside the structure of the house. I don't have it for the inside. I can't afford it.
The apartment I live in, it's called Pepper Cove. It's on 137th Avenue near Calusa Elementary.
I live in the lawn.
Oh, okay,
I know
that's
exactly
cool.
where it is. Yeah.
I moved in. Okay, when I first moved in last August, it was 1850. Now it's 2000. With tax, it's like $50 more.
But you see what I'm saying? They jack you like so much more money. Where before it was like, okay, if I'm gonna put up your rent, it's gonna be $50 this year, or maybe $100. Not no $300, $400, $500, $600 more the next year.
So we're gonna pause our conversation now because we're ready for some
Sound
yeah, I'm only 2 minutes away from my parents. I just moved out last August.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm dying to move back home so that I don't have to.
So
Where did you
anyway,
grow up?
In Saga Bay.
So anyway,
and yeah, you're near me.
So there's a lot of stress in our lives, a lot of things that kind of push our buttons, either to make us anxious or scared, or to make us angry or frustrated, right? And if we're caught up in those energies, it's not actually creating a solution. So we kind of want to clear away that energy, and let's use the sound bathing tonight to help us release all that so we can be in a lighter state and bring that more uplifting energy out into the world. Hopefully it has a ripple effect to help other people shift their consciousness to create something more positive for all of us. So if we can create a more positive state for ourselves collectively, it's going to affect everyone. So even those people that we're complaining about that we think are ripping everyone off and getting rich at the expense of everyone else, at some point they could have a wake-up call too and say, wait, this isn't really fulfilling anymore.
But I don't think that's going to happen with the CEOs of my company and the ones, they're all like.
But it's not up to us to control all that, right?
We can't control it.
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it.
We can only work on ourselves and bringing ourselves into a state of more harmony.
When we all wake up
and focus on what we want to create in our lives with the circumstances that we exist in, right?
Yeah,
We don't control everything,
we can.
but the part that we can, what can we do with that? Right.
That's true.
So for our sound bath session tonight,
Mhm.
we want to clear away the distractions. If you have your phone with you, make sure you
yeah.
silence that. I'm going to go turn mine off in a minute.
Alright.
And then it's just about relaxing, letting go, and being open to the sound vibrations. I work with both the Tibetan bowls, the metal ones, like these,
I see.
and the crystal ones. The crystal's a little bit louder, so you kind of feel
Sounds
that more
nice.
intensely. So I combine different tones and create sort of this whole atmosphere of sound, so you're immersed in it, and it is kind of bathing you. So the vibration washes through your body, through your energy, and helps you kind of let go of whatever tension you've been carrying. So let's sit back, relax now. I'm going to
Would
turn
it
the
be
phone
better if
off
I
and
moved
we'll
over
get
here
started.
for you?
If you want, you can. That's
Is that
fine.
better for you too?
It's okay.
Let's move to, yeah, that's
And
sure.
there
I
might be one more
appreciate that.
person
Yeah,
coming.
I'll move to the middle. Yeah, the
I want-
bowl
I want-
kind
Yeah,
of
that's what I was
blocks it.
thinking, because I wanted us to have that, no, for you to have this bowl too.
Oh,
That's the whole point, because I know he uses this one too.
oh, okay, to be right in front of like this.
Yeah, yes. And then you want to close your eyes and relax.
Yeah, just lay back like this. And,
Yeah. I
Throw your head
wanted
back.
to put my leg up just because I have a bad knee,
Mm.
so I wanted to put my leg up when I saw that too. Plus, I like to be close to the bowls. I like the intensity.
You mind if I take my shoes off? Even
That's
though I'm
fine.
not like.
Sure. Yeah, just put them under there. That's fine.
Like the same socks.
Oh well, yeah, Puma.
It's time to relax. Just relax and let go.
So let's just take a deep breath now. Just allowing your body to settle. Breathe in the essence of life, the energy of creation streaming through you. Letting go of any tension, of any worries or burdens. Letting waves of peace wash through you. And allowing these sounds to wash through, to soothe your heart and soul. Let's take this moment to breathe, to embrace the source of life, to embrace these waves of sound, letting them soothe us, letting them bring balance and harmony to our whole being. You can feel the pulse of life within you with each beat of your heart. Fully present, fully centered, letting your body reawaken. Allowing your muscles to stretch now. Becoming fully conscious, fully alert, fully awake. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
I feel like I want this to continue. Is it already time to go?
Almost.
It's been an hour already?
Almost. Yeah.
Wow.
Time flies by, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not conscious of time the same way you would be if you were doing your regular activities.
Mm.
Smells good.
I was thinking more like time flies when you're having fun. So this
Right.
was
You don't
like
want it to end, right?
yeah. Though living in my apartment, it seems like time goes by faster than back at my parents' house.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I was thinking it would be something like that, but when you go in someone's house, at least for me, time goes slower.
Hmm.
But this session, how long has it been?
Well, you've been here like 50 minutes, I think.
I
And
mean,
the sound part was maybe like 40 minutes or so.
it sounded like maybe 20 to 30. It felt like 20 to 30. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting how our perception of things can shift.
So that means this process worked, right?
It's kind of putting you in a trance, like a deep meditative
Well,
or hypnotic state.
I blinked and opened my eyes from time to time, but I mean, I closed them right away. I mean, does that affect anything?
Not too much.
I don't
Yeah, usually if your eyes are closed, you kind of let yourself sink deeper in.
know. There were a couple times, like when I felt, I know you couldn't have walked in front of me, but like,
I did actually
oh.
briefly.
But I mean, one time I opened my eyes, you were right here, and I felt like, you know, when someone just walks by you, you feel like the
Kind of like a
air.
wave, right?
Like, even when you're not in front of me. And like, well, I had my arms like this. I have a vein here. I felt like the pulse, like hit me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that.
And then later you were saying like feel the beat of your heart. I'm like, I wonder if it's something to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, our energy field is like all around our physical body. Like our perception isn't confined to where we are physically; it can extend out into the energy field.
Mm.
So if you're tuned into this energy and someone like comes near you, you can feel them, like their energy's bumping into your energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt also like my skin was getting warm.
Hmm.
Like, but also it is hot. Like,
It is
it's
warm.
how long has the air been off for?
Since we started,
And that you do that intentionally.
right? Because the air is like an extra noise.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this whole thing you're doing, it's like all this white noise that I just didn't want to stop. Like when you're sleeping, you just want to hear the air running. Or like turn on the air purifier machine, which I have in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Right, it is like a sound that you entrain to, like you're comfortable with that sound. Mm-hmm.
So relaxed. It slows me down, which is exactly what I
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to not be affected by it.
I just
You're just immersed, and it helps every part of you kind of settle.
and relax, like totally.
Right. I feel more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And like, how much, with this being my first time, like, how much would you say it works compared to like having a few, like, does it have like, is it really like a borderline effect, or is it more like, how do I say this? Like, because most people, like when they start any kind of therapy or you experience any kind of brainwashing, whether it's good or bad, like they say, you'll be told like, oh, it takes like 5-6 sessions till you feel a difference. But I already feel like I felt a slight difference. I guess like because I'm sensitive.
Well, you can have a difference or an effect just from one session. But the more we do anything, like the more we get attached to that or adapted to that, you could say. So the shift goes further the more you do things. So obviously, the longer you're practicing something, the more that effect expands.
You know, these classes 2 times a month, so it's every other Thursday.
I actually been varying it. I used to do it before the pandemic, like twice a month, and then just kind of sporadically since I started back up. It's been at least once a month for the last several months. Sometimes I do it twice a month.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't kept the date regularly either.
I was wondering how often should I go till you. How do you know when you're finished? Like this is something you can just do
you
like anytime you want.
Right.
Like even if
For
you
life.
Yeah, for life. Right. Yeah.
That's my intention.
It's kind of like people do meditation or yoga or other things to kind of keep themselves in a healthy, balanced state. So it's like a practice just to kind of keep your energy clear. So you can do it as much as you want.
When are you going to do it again at Five Sisters? Do you know?
I don't have the date set for that. I might do that next month there. I have to check in.
And then you're going to do it again.
But I'll be doing it again here too next month.
Yeah. I like coming here too. I like it. I just want to.
Five Sisters does bowl. What's we call it? Not singing bowl. Bowl. They do this.
They do a lot of different things there, yeah.
There's different classes, different
Right.
people that do different things. You have to sign up to their newsletter, and they email it to you. They have all kinds
Are they
of
in
stuff.
Sunset?
They're by the falls.
Oh, so not far from there.
Right.
Then you're gonna do Reiki classes. I saw.
I have one coming here
Yeah, I saw.
in a couple weeks, yes.
But okay, so I wanted to ask you about that since I was going to be here. That's just for one certification. How many classes are there?
There's 3 levels, so that's first level.
And that first level is just one day,
Right.
and then you get one certification for that day, or there's certifications.
It's for
3
that day for
certifications?
that level.
And then once you get to the third, that's it, or is there a fourth?
Third is the master level, and the way I teach it, I just have 3 levels. There are some Reiki masters who teach the classes where the third level is split between master and master teacher level.
So the third level is a master teacher level?
The way I present it, yes.
And you're at the highest level.
Right, master would be high.
Like for this only, or everything you do.
Well, actually, the way I look at it, there's always more for me to learn and grow with. So it's never like complete mastery. It's
Right.
just relative, right?
Like
So
I
in
know
the
you did
training
holistic
program-
therapy, so I
Right.
mean that you're not gonna have a ranking for.
Right, there isn't a ranking for that. It's just a description of what I'm doing.
Right. If you have a PhD, then
I have a master's degree, not actually.
yeah, I
a
saw
PhD.
that you got it from University of Miami.
Right. So, in terms of like colleges, if you think about it, they have a system of ranking of what
Mhm.
level of training or education you have, right?
Right.
Like
Mm.
you have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's, and a
Right.
PhD, or an MD. You know, there's obviously
Doctor.
different branches,
Mhm.
but it's sort of equivalent.
But I hopefully he'll do Reiki too on us one day.
Yes. In the level 1 class, the students are also receiving.
Mm.
How much do you charge for Reiki?
For Reiki, when it's a private individual session, there's an hourly rate. Normally it's $100 per hour.
Okay, what about group?
And for a group, I usually do it with there being a donation.
What?
But for the group, it's like a very short session.
How much of a donation?
Whatever you want to offer. That's how I've done it.
Oh, like you just
It's like,
throw $1 out and go
if you
to
want, yeah.
like
It's called
to
a
the
Reiki
needy.
circle.
Right.
So in the Reiki circle,
huh.
people come and they can offer just whatever they want to offer, but it's a shorter session. So in the private sessions, I usually do at least 15 minutes or up to an hour, depending on how long you want. But for the Reiki circle, depending on how many Reiki practitioners are giving Reiki and how many people come to receive,
Right.
it might be a short, like just a few minutes, depending.
Oh, so that will go pretty fast.
Mhm.
Will you lose your sense of time like this?
Yeah, it's like a long meditation.
Uh-huh.
But
So-
you're not
wait,
trying
so
to take the time passing.
Reiki's really takes like 40 minutes, but it feels like 5 minutes.
Well, no, Reiki could be any amount of time. So it's an energy healing, and you're receiving that
So
energy.
you
in
can
that
take
session.
5 minutes, it'll only feel like a minute to you.
It could feel like a minute, or it could feel like 10 minutes, depending on the person and their relationship.
When
to
it really
time.
takes 40.
It all varies, yeah. Yeah, people often fall asleep during the Reiki sessions.
Huh. Wow.
I've never fallen asleep on one of those, but I really did feel it. I always remember the first time I went.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of people there that day.
Yeah, they used to have like really good circles there.
Mm-hmm. It's because of the COVID, but I think
Mhm.
things are starting to come back.
Mhm.
That's why I hope that you do more stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
but I definitely really did enjoy that singing bowl when you did it there, and you
Yes.
incorporated the Reiki in it too.
Mhm.
That I liked as well.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
really
it's a
cool.
good compliment.
Yeah, I
They
thought it
work
was
together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
definitely.
Well, I thank
Thank
each
you.
of you for participating tonight.
Yeah,
And
this is a good
also everyone
class.
online, thank you for joining us.
I'll find you a video on YouTube.
Yes.
And then it'll take when you watch it, you'll see that it was 40 minutes.
Right, you'll see the actual time. Can leave that there.
Do you have 5?
Yeah, I'll bring
Where do you want me to put it?
in the bowl. Fine.
Oh, cool.
So namaste to all of you out there on YouTube and watching anywhere else. You can join us next time. So have a good evening.
I want to go to the pine thing.